You don't have to prove a thing.
In the old days, we didn't have seatbelts that retracted, and you had to keep your car tidy, keep the cab tidy, and hang your seatbelt up. No one does, they just leave them lying there, but that's what we used to have to do before we had the tensioning and retracting seatbelts. All these little things you've got to keep on to keep it looking neat. 10 cents, you always find something. So that's actually in good condition, that's in good condition. 15, it's actually very clean. So that's the back. I'm not going to replace that. The front is a little different. We have a little bit of surface rust, but that will clean up. I'll clean it and treat it. So someone screwed this off all manky. Let's work with this. Let's try and get this piece out. Clean it. Clean all under here. And we'll clean this piece as well. Hey Oxy, it's all yours. Do with it as you wish. All right, you're not in the mood. Whoa. Oh, shit. I need to get some underlay. Underlay. All right, as evidence, I am just showing the floor. For anyone who's watching and interested in the car, the back is not rusted at all. We do have a little bit of protrude or penetration, what do you call it, a bit of rot, I guess. It's not actually rusted through, but that's the scene that I worked on in the second episode of Project Limey, where I resealed the back of the boot there. And obviously the boot hatch lid, or whatever you want to friggin' call it, the rubber's rooted on that, water's been getting in, and I'd say it's been settling in here. That's why the seats look water damaged. And we've got this little patch here that I will treat. Again, it's just surface rust, but I'm glad that we have addressed it. And the only other bad patch, excuse my fingers, is the front floor pan. And again, I know the seals are gone in the door. They've got the originals, so it's been getting water in here as well. So I'm going to treat that and that. Then I will give a light coat of the old limey green on the limey bastard. Scraper. Next day, that is looking good. The rust has turned black, which means it's done its job. So I might put a sealer over the top of that, maybe even etch prime actually. The back looks nice and clean. It too has now gone black, which means it's done its job, and I'll paint that as well. just where there's no paint, I'll just touch it up. Oh, this thing is shocking. I couldn't find any proper underlay, so I've gone and found this. It's a gym mat. It's pretty thick and heavy weighted. This will fit. I don't need this section. We cut that off. We can use these as templates to lie it in. So I might trim that up and see how we go. Right. So you might think I'm being a tight ass, but part of the idea of FMR is sometimes to do things on a budget and try to utilise the stuff you already have. So this carpet's not 100%, but it'll do. The idea is that other underlay was absolutely fucked. And this carpet moves everywhere, it slides. So the idea behind this heavy rubber is to have that on the floor, and then I'm going to glue the carpet to that, so you'll still be able to pull it out. It won't be stuck to the floor. That's the plan anyway.
I paused on the carpet for the time being and thought it's smarter to do the painting of the hood liner first and then come back to the carpet later. So I started masking up.
Got the first bit of taping done all around the edges. Now I'm going to use this plastic shit down here to tape onto the green tape and let it hang over and across the floor so we don't get any dye on the green. And we'll give this a coat of black. It's pretty rooted in these corners, but you know, it's probably $1,000+ and time to pull all that out. I just want it to look respectable, and then it's up to someone else down the track if they want to replace everything. I hate this moldy looking shit. You know, I probably have to give this a bit more of a clean too. My body's starting to cramp up because trying to fit 188 centimeters inside this cab and my legs everywhere trying to tape, I'm contorting myself. It's not really working. I feel, anyway, not much longer and I'll have it all painted. I've got my mask on and I've actually got full protective goggles on, and the shit is so toxic it's eating my eyes out. Even with all of that on, it's burning. So I'm gonna let that sit for, I suppose, because there's no airflow, because I had to cover everything, but that is not good. So I'm gonna take an hour from that, I think, and then come back and have a look how it looks, because I had to rush in the end. And then maybe give another. I've got to get some more vinyl dye. It's toxic, mate. I should smell it. Being outside the car before, it was easy to do these. They come up nice. They look good. I just hope the whole roof liner looks as good as that. Man, fuck. I'm going back in.
Back at it again this morning. Obviously, we've done 2 coats on the roof liner. Hopefully 1 or 2 more coats. I want it to look pretty full. I don't want it to be patchy. So I'm going to do that, and then I can move on to reinstallation of the carpet and then the seats. I have ordered some new door cards to match those tan, ridiculously ugly tan brown seats. I've got ridiculously ugly looking matching tan brown door cards for the front and back. The budget's starting to blow out on this, but I want the car to look decent. Yeah, and I've got about $1,000 worth of other things that I'm contemplating on buying. So the budget's going to hit over 10 or 11 grand on the little Mini. All right, I'm going to get to it. Righto, we've done the roof now. It's 3 coats on it. It's not patchy at all. It looks pretty good. The idea is to make it fresh and just hide where the tears have been and where the sags are in the corners here. We've got the black dash. So really, when you look at it now, we've got, it'll be black carpet, black dash, and then up through into the hood liner being black. I've got the shitty brown seats to go in, and I've now ordered the door cards like I said, but we've got the problem, we've got another colour, probably 2 colours. We've got the colour that runs around the door. That's not original, but they've painted it to suit this colour. I'm unsure if I should paint this black, leave that, paint that black, leave that. I don't know. No wrinkles. That's exactly what I wanted. Not perfect, but it's a whole lot better. Looks good. In the back seat, eh? Bit of fun in the back seat in my day. I don't know about you lot, but I don't know what you do in the Mini here. There wouldn't be much. My legs got to go out the door. The girl's legs, she'd have to maybe out the window here. I don't know. Take the seats out. Anyway, that's it for today's episode of Flip My Bloody Ride. I think the progress has been good. The roof liner, although it's dark, it now looks fresh and it's hidden those major problems. I mean, obviously they're not going away, and if you look closely you can see it. But I'm happy with that. The carpet reinstallation looks more professional, taken out a lot of the creases. There's a couple left. The seats, I'm happy with them. They're not my cup of tea in the colour, but they look good. They'll look nice when the whole set are in. I can't do that until the door cards come, because I actually need to take these seats back out to put the door cards in and then put these in more permanently. I've just got them sitting here for now. I'm going to stick with these colours on the door, I think, that are already there. So interior basically done. Clean and tidy up a few little problems. I've put a cheap radio in that looks like an old sort of retro graphic equalizer kind of stereo. Next time on Flip My Ride, I'm going to be installing a set of headers, extractors, full exhaust system, a new intake manifold, carby. We get a set of wheels for it, and yeah, more fun next time on Flip My Ride. Go on out, find a bite, fix it, flip it, have some fun along the way. Remember Rushy, and we'll see you next time. Ciao. Next time on Flip My Ride, I will be... Imagine having to use this car in the 60s and 70s. If you wanted to go on a date. Seriously. I would have been in trouble. Imagine getting into the back of this, eh? How you going, love? Not much room.